Still keeping with MPs, this time is Batu Kawan MP YB Kasturi Rani. She said a while back, this was I think she said in 2022, she said the fight for a 30% women quota in high-ranking positions and decision-making bodies is still relevant as many mediocre men still dominate the space. Now, recently, Tan Sri Rafida Aziz on Keluar Sekejap had very interesting take on this. Right. She said, she said, forget about the quota. Instead, find the capable women among the women to actually hold these positions. Now, you have experience working with women, women NGOs and all that, and you're a woman yourself, and you're a politician. So this is perfect for you. Are you on the side of having this quota, or are you on the side of picking the best of the best and letting the best rise up? Yeah, basically.
For me, if you don't have the quota, you will not know who are the best of the best. Okay. In the sense that it should happen together in the sense that you should give more opportunities to female to open up the space and to dig in the interest for them to join politics.
Okay.
And when they join in, then you can see who are capable women which you can empower to, take up higher responsibilities and whatnot, or who would rather work together or collaborate but not take up space in the party, or not go up to like a higher position and things like that. Like for me, for example, if I was not given the opportunity, I wouldn't have even joined politics.
Okay.
It was not something that I woke up one day and mommy, I want to go join politics. No, it was not like that. For me, it was more of like there was an opportunity knocking. So I was like, okay. And there was also a need for it because back when I joined MUDA, it was the flood season and whatnot. I was actually involved earlier when the party formed and we were waiting for ROS application and things like that, right? But then everything was online because, again, it was the pandemic. And when we all started coming physically was during the flood.
Okay.
But during the flood, everyone was so focused in KL, in Sri MUDA and things like that. And I was back in Perak. So Perak is my hometown lah, right? So I was back in Perak and Teluk Intan in Perak was badly flooded as well. But no one was doing anything about it at that time except for MUDA in Perak. So I was like, okay, these people are good. So I should just join them and do something for the people in Perak since I'm in Perak. And that's how I joined politics. So it was because I had the opportunity to join this group of people to give back to the community. And from there, that's how I am here now.
On just to some kickback on that, if you're saying that you need a quota to give an opportunity, why can't you go out and find the best? In this country, there is too many institutions that rely on the quota. We have it we've been practicing quotas in our education system for way too long.
Correct.
Which based on current scores and current performances, I think is damaging, right? But of course, it's never ever going to be changed. It'll never change that. If you give a quota, won't that create a need to fill the quota with anyone as opposed to finding the best? Because in any part of your life, in any industry, in any field, the best should rise up. Meritocracy must always rule. Then only the country will prosper.
Right. But yeah, for me, again, sometimes the thing with female, right? Or at least maybe for me, maybe I don't speak for all females, I speak for myself. Maybe like for me, right, it's just that sometimes you're very timid and just shy or scared to go out there because it's a very male-dominated scenario or a male-dominated scene. And for you to suddenly go in and, hey, I'm here, it would make them just look at you for a bit. What?
No, but that's okay. What I think is different here is that if you look at earlier, maybe say 20, 30 years ago, you had very few female personalities in politics. Maybe you had people like Margaret Thatcher, Benazir Bhutto and all these people, right? But as time has moved on, we are seeing women now occupy high positions of power. You are seeing women in high positions in even in companies and all that. The previous Pepsi chairman was a woman. You have Michelle Obama. You have a host. The New Zealand PM is a lady and all that.
Jacinda Ardern,
yeah. So for a woman to feel confident to enter this arena, she would follow the examples set by women before her. But if but if you are going to say that, hey, just have the quota so that women will join, I don't think they will join because the fear factor is still there. You're not removing the fear factor, right? So shouldn't it not be about the quota? Say, encourage people to hire women, but even in my line of work, I've seen women from different companies And I would love to have them on board because they're so capable. And it's not because they are a woman, it's just because they are capable individuals. Shouldn't it be like that?
Right. I see where you're coming from, but again, for me, right, see, I'm a bit stubborn lah.
It's a Scorpio trait, yeah.
Yeah, so for me, it goes back to having the opportunity first.
Okay.
And then working towards becoming the best.
Okay.
Like, for example, you did mention that I'm part of Sri Kandi. So Sri Kandi was actually an all-in-all women program organized by Undi 18. And I joined it because it was the pandemic and I just wanted to keep myself occupied.
Can I ask why the name Sri Kandi?
Sri Kandi, good question.
Because Sri Kandi is actually a name of a eunuch.
Correct. So it's actually supposed to be Srikandi. But then this was Sirikandi because it was a series of workshops. So series in Bahasa is Siri. So it became Siri Kandi.
What is Kandi? Kandi. Is it workshops? Okay, I don't know. Okay.
No, it's not. It's just something to do with like a female term lah.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
And then so like in Sri Kandi, they were like 100 girls / women from different parts of Malaysia. And they went through we went through a series of workshops, political workshops, campaigning workshops and things like that. And we were mentored by very prominent figures in the political arena. So back then, YB Amira Aisha was one of the mentors.
Okay.
And me, along with another one of my peer who is also in MUDA right now, we were participants in that program, and it was organized by Kira from Undi 18, right? So the whole thing that I learned, my main takeaway from that program was that actually girls would want to come forward if they were given the opportunity. Okay. And when
you don't need a quota system for.
Wait. So in order for them to come forward, right, at least you need to put it out there that, okay, this is, open for women, blah, 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 blah. Only then they would take the step forward.
Okay.
Right. So that's my take on it. Maybe you still disagree with me. I can tell it.
No, I don't, I'm not saying I disagree with you. I'm just saying that I would like to see meritocracy now rule supreme, because I think you always need a filter for anything. Because you don't want just anyone to join, right? You want the best to be part of organization. But anyway, you believe in the quota. I believe in meritocracy.
Not to say, my answer in the beginning was not to say I just entirely believe in the quota, but it should happen at the same time. Like the quota comes in first to just empower people to join in, and then we look at merits.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's agree to disagree.
Okay.
Fair enough. I enjoyed this. I'm enjoying this.